Lao Tzu once said, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." We live in a world that treats speed as a metric of success. We rush through the majority of our lives, constantly chasing the next milestone, next career, the next goal. And when we finally seek rest, we assume it requires absolute quietness and an escape from reality. But true solitude isn't just the absence of noise, it is the absence of hurry. It is the choice to slow our internal clock down, even when the world around us is moving at a very fast pace. This week, my family went on a little mini baby moon. I wanted space to slow down, to connect with my partner, my toddler, and my dog before second baby comes and our entire family dynamic shifts again. In my head, I thought I would feel relaxed and rejuvenated, but that was not 100% true. The reality of traveling with a toddler and a dog is chaotically beautiful. It was messy. There was loud laughters and constant interruptions. Not what I imagined this trip would be like. In my 20s, before my stroke, this trip and the lack of control I had would stress me out. It would make me so anxious and overwhelmed. And I would have spent this trip trying to force a perfect schedule. But after my stroke, and now that I am in my 30s, I realize you cannot control the current of the river. You can only control how you ride the waves. This trip wasn't all quietness and stillness. However, it was still peaceful because I allowed myself to just exist with my family. I just got back from my mini baby moon and I reflected a bit, and I just want to share with you some of my thoughts. To be honest, this baby moon was more tiring than rejuvenating. I was looking forward to just relaxing, the peace of being in solitude with nature and just being quiet and relaxing physically, mentally, emotionally. Majority of the time, I did not feel that. There were bits and pieces of it, but it was different than I expected. I just thought about how nature moves, the trees swaying gently with the wind, the river flowing with no rush. And it was a reminder during those chaotic moments that my body is right here. It doesn't need to hurry or rush itself, and that nature trusts the season that they're in, and I should be able to trust myself in the season that I am in. As I was reflecting and being there, I thought about the pregnancy, how I feel so miserable this time, uncomfortable, and I just want it to be over and done with. I still have a bit of time to go, and I feel like I'm not enjoying the process and the moments of it. Why am I refusing to trust my body in this season of life? Why do we not trust our own seasons and want to conform into a different season? We carry this pressure to perform, to constantly be an echo in this fast-paced society that if we're not running, maybe even sprinting, we assume that we are falling behind if we are not having this perfect life that the world portrays that we should be in. But my stroke taught me that sometimes moving forward, running, sprinting too fast can break you. And this was a reminder that being a voice rather than an echo means having the courage to recognize and declare my current pace is enough. I didn't need to wait for this perfect cabin trip to have a flawless, aesthetic, calm, quiet trip. I didn't need this to find my peace. I could find it right now in the middle of this room at 6 in the morning. It could be anywhere. I realized that peace is not the destination you travel to. I didn't have to wait for this trip to find peace and solitude. It is the unhurried spirit you choose to bring into the room in the tiny moments in everyday life. It took me time to be on this trip and being back home to realize that the best version of myself isn't the one that does the most, it's the one that is present. I want to remind you all and challenge you to look at your current week and find a place where you can intentionally slow down and enjoy the moment. That is it for this video. And remember, be a voice, not an echo. Until the next, peace, peace, peace.